Objection. I request this court to drop Senior Counsel Malisafi for not following the court rules, for disrespecting the judge and the court leadership, and disrespecting his fellow senior counsels until he proves beyond reasonable doubt that he is not from Kenya that is a KWS, and that he is a human. I want a proof of a certificate that Malisafi is a human being.
Your Honor, Senior Counsel Peter Kioi just called Malisafi an animal. How do you say that he's from KWS?
Yes, but Your Honor, I tend to agree with Peter Kioi's sentiments. I think Malisafi is a KWS lawyer. He should be somewhere representing his fellow. He should not be around.
My honor, I will not. No. My honor, I will not stand here when people insult me. They have to insult, but the seniors, they might have to withdraw that statement.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patient Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Hena Banta, I'm back to you. Kuna kitu hujatuambia and it's important. Which region do you reside in?
At the moment, I'm in Nairobi.
You live in Kenya?
Yes.
Yeah, and if you are comfortable to share your tribe and your age, anything.
I come from Meru. I was born in Tharaka Nithi, raised in Meru County. I schooled in Western Bungoma. Later Kigali, Rwanda, then back to Kenya. Yeah. That's all.
Mtu wa Tharaka Nithi. Uko kwenyu it's existing, right?
Tharaka Nithi. Sisi ndo tuko na DP.
Ukiambiwa useme anything about Tharaka Nithi, what could you tell us about your region?
About my region. About my region is very rich one. You know, we enjoy so much from Mount Kenya, the rivers and the ambience. The ambience from Mount Kenya. The people there are very kind. We are very, very kind people, very generous. What else can I say about Meru? We are easy people, but we love Mapangale. So I have one here in case mkini nakuja. Nakata judge Lady Jacqueline. So that's about Meru. Meru is a cute.
Your Honor, I'm just asking a quick question. The lady in question has said that she will cut me with Mapangale. May I ask Your Honor, what is Mapangale? Thank you very much.
Kindly for the purpose of everybody understanding this, could you tell us what is Mapangale?
What is Mapangale? Mapangale is a new term, a Sheng slang, I mean. But we are known for what? For cutting people, but it's a what? It's a myth. Yeah, Wameru wanambu wanakata watu, wanakatanga watu. Wanakata tu. Yeah. It's a joke. Anyway, it's a joke. It's a joke about Marians. We are quick to do what? To fight.
I think, Madam Prosecutor, we might have got the right lady for Kapunye. You remember Kapunye alikuwa anastahili kuchinjwa December? I think we have found who could help us. Kapunye atafutwe na spices.
Na kuna venye amezoea Wameru. You know, I've laughed so hard because one of my very close friends on this app, we gossip like nobody's business. She is a Meru, you know. So when I had Merus have Mapangale, and Mapangale is actually Panga, I thought, why did this friend of mine not tell me mapema ili jiami, yani
We might have just found the state executioner in Africa. She will kindly take the job from us. She'll be our executioner. When we have sentenced someone to death, we will be the executioner. It's like
I think what I'll be doing, Your Honor, when you're talking, I'll be muting Enna, and when you're talking, I'll be when Enna is talking, I'll be muting you, so that we don't have that clash of. I think someone is calling themselves Mkamba. Guys, I'm avoiding bringing people up because this here is let me see if I can just bring a few people. That is all. This here is a very important hearing that we have, and we want to we are hoping that the other lady. Oh, by the way, Evans, I've seen you there. Evans, can you call Cindy for me, please? Mwambie Lady J anamgoja. Ndio huyo Evans is coming up. Hi, Evans.
Yes, can I call who?
Can you call your sister for me, Abego? Oh my God. So sorry. This one doesn't know they're in court. They're coming in full. Hey, Yawa. Yeah, what? Guys, did you see that? Or was that the random guy today? Mumeona hii ama ni mimi pekee nimeona wadau? I'm so tired of TikTokers. TikTokers, what's your problem? Shida yenu anga nini? Okay, let me okay, so Evan, yes, tafadhali mcall muambie kwamba Lady J anamgoja. Nilimwongelesha akaniambia kwa njiani kwenda pahali, alafu sasa nini, so I'm hoping ya kwamba ashafika penye alikuwa naenda. So guys, Evans will help us with that, but Mkamba, you can power tap down there for now. Thank you. Aya, so Your Honor, take the mic. I'll wait for Cindy to come. Thank you very much. Because Cindy is actually friends with both Hannah Benta and Enna Banta. And yes. Yeah.
Hannah Banta, please could you take the mic? Explain to us what nature of friendship do you share with Cindy Babe? And who is she to you? Apart from that, Madam Prosecutor, please advise this court if we could carry out the poll I had requested earlier to listen members of this courtroom. Do they think Hannah Banta looks like Hannah Benta?
Okay, so I'll bring the pictures. I have the pictures, Your Honor. I will send them to your WhatsApp, and then I will download them, and then I'll show them. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Ma, how are you?
But as we wait for that, Cindy Babe and Hannah Banta, you could take the mic and explain to this courtroom what nature of friendship do you have with Cindy Babe, and who is she to you? Hannah Banta, unmute, mommy. We are not hearing you in court.
Your Honor, I sent you something on WhatsApp. So just, if you don't mind, forward it back to me on my UK number, and then I'll just download it. Yeah, because my gadgets, guys, my gadgets have refused to coordinate. So iPhone 13 has refused. Guys, this is now where I become a Luo. The iPhone 13 is suddenly not communicating with iPhone 15. So there is a lot of confusion, Your Honor. But Mike, back to you, Enna Banta.
I think these ladies look alike. There's something, I will explain the relevance of this question in court, but I want the council to vote. Do you think they look alike? Degwa, what do you think?
Okay, thank you very much, Your Honor. Personally, I think they have some noticeable similarities. To some extent, yeah, I would say yes.
Can we have Mtandao? What do you
My lord, that's not a question of yes and no. So I'm going to pass to answer that question. Thank you, my lord.
Bosskhan, Madam Prosecutor is in a better position to welcome our able counsel, Senior Counsel Bosskhan. Unspoken, before Bosskhan has been introduced, and obviously he'll give his opinion about their resemblance. Unspoken, do you think they look alike?
Some features they look alike.
All right. Jacqueline, do you think they look alike?
Yeah, somehow.
All right. Bosskhan, do you think they look alike?
I think first of all I need to welcome General Otis, and that is Bosskhan Bondo. Now, the reason why I'm actually very glad that General Otis is here is because I was trying to put together a legal team for Miss Anna Benta, and I believe that General Otis will play that role perfectly. Your Honor, take the mic.
Bosskhan, General, welcome you to this court. Do you think the two ladies look alike? Who was before this court?
Police. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Your Honor. I'm here because of Hannah Benta. Allow me to speak Swahili as usual. Thank you so much. Nimepigiwa simu ya haraka sana, nimeletwa na polisi hapa. Hannah Benta amenambia lawyer uko wapi, fanya haraka uje. Mambo ni mengi, masani machache. Your Honor, naweza nikasema wanafanana kwa umbali. Niko hapa kwa ajili ya Hannah Benta na niko chini ya polisi, then chukua mic, then tutajua namna ya kuenda mambo yanavyoenda. Thank you.
Senior Counsel Bosskhan ameweza kufika na ulinzi wa polisi. Kwa hivyo tutaendelea, but Mtandao, you had the mic. Please, can I have to say?
Thank you. I'm not sure whether I am audible at the comment section. Can you guys hear me? I've got a feeling that the court doesn't.
Could you talk louder?
Yes, I'm not so sure whether I am audible enough. I don't know whether the court can hear me or the comment section. Can you guys hear me? I'm happy to drop and come up again if I'm not audible.
I think I can hear you from my end, and okay. I think everyone else can hear you.
Oh, marvelous. So, okay.
But just an interaction kidogo.
Yes.
Lady Jacqueline, could we have Mwiti on the panel? Because I can see them.
Yes, normally he requests. Normally, please meet he requests. Now, the thing is, rather, for now, we don't bring him up because he will interfere with the proceedings. He's a bit jumpy, Your Honor, so let us continue. Thank you.
Right. My Lord, thank you. Thank you. My Lord, I'm here as amicus curiae. That means I'm a friend to the court, so I do not support any side. Having said that, my Lord, there is no identity theft here. My Lord, I know you mentioned it's a civil court, but Hannah has not stolen anything. In fact, my Lord, I am surprised if you use the word similarity. Let me define to you what similarity means. Similarity means the state or a fact of being similar. Now, if you look at the name Hannah Benta, let's spell it. Hannah is H-A-N-N-A-H. That's Hannah. And then we have Henna. That is H-E-N-N-A-H. My Lord, I will let you use your thoughts and your brain to define whether you think there is any identity theft there. That's number one. Number two, my Lord, there's what we call attribute act. First, my Lord, I've got to tell you this. Hannah Benta is one of the nicest person on this platform. very generous, very kind, and also very friendly. On this matter, my lord, there's no case here. Kuna maumbile. Hannah Benta was born the way she is. She did not ask the Lord to create her as she is. So she did not take anything from Hannah Benta. Ni hivyo ndio alizaliwa. Number 2, Hannah Benta is not doing anything to destroy Hannah Benta. In fact, Hannah Benta is making Hannah Benta more popular because people will go and see what Hannah Benta is doing today. Tomorrow, they go and see what Hannah Benta is up to. So they complement each other. I want this court to encourage creativity. Hannah Benta is not a threat to Hannah Benta. Thank you, my lord.
I think Madam Prosecutor umechelewa na makofi hapo. Senior counsel Mtandao has brought a very valid point here. And of course, I've not yet given a ruling on this matter, but I take into consideration the submission he has just submitted. That najua Bosskhan anajiandaa na kumjibu, but wacha nisikie Degwa unasemaje kuhusu hii kesi?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. So personally, I will start with saying, personally, I'm a beneficiary of someone who was known before me. Someone who created a way for even me to be who I am today. So, but then I feel like the issue between Hannah Benta and Hannah Benta should not be really if they are lookalikes or they are not, but how now that they have all appeared, how do they enable each other to work in a conducive environment? How do they make each other comfortable in their existence? First of all, I feel like there is the question of originality, and so to say, Hannah Benta has worked so hard for her brand, and so is Hannah Benta too. If they can find a way of working in cohesion that makes Hannah Benta not feel threatened by Hannah Benta, and also I feel like it's more of being knowing what they can do together. If these two people can join hands and work together as a team, you can see a lot of beautiful things happening. But what happens is once the comparison comes in, people will start seeing bad things in Hannah Benta and try to compare if Hannah can do better, and that is where the whole problem comes in. So personally, I would encourage a cohesive working environment where these people are being encouraged to work together in a friendly environment where everybody feels protected.
Senior Counsel Degwa, because you just, in other words, described the relevance of the question I posed, asking everyone why, if they think these people look alike. The reason of this question was because in a case of identity theft ama impersonation, there could be some benefits that are no longer going to Hannah, but they are going to Hannah. So I wanted them to clarify and wanted everyone to also know, to say their opinion, so that I establish if people are able to differentiate the two, which I got it. Yeah, they have similarities, but you can clearly differentiate from the letters of the names. You can differentiate them from from other things apart from the similar features that people are seeing in them. So it was very relevant for this court to hear that. I'm gonna pass this microphone to Bosskhan so that Bosskhan can represent the defense counsel and let us hear what he has to say about this case. Bosskhan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Hii kesi ni nzito sana na Hannah Benta wote tunawapenda. Mimi kama lawyer niliamua kukaa katikati na kumtafuta Ana Benta aweze kumtafuta Hena Benta, waongee chini ya maji, kwa sababu hapa kwa mtandao tunategemeana sisi wote. Alifanya hivyo, na hicho kikao ilikuwa cha kuwakalisha chini ili waweze kumaliza matatizo yao bila kuja kotini hapa. Your Honor, Ana Benta alijishusha akafanya hivyo, but Hena Benta ye alionyesha madharau ya hapa na pale, na hicho kikao ilikuwa ni kweli tunafanana, lakini tuna uwezo wa kukutana tukafanya content, but kila mtu akakaa na jina lake, kwa sababu watu wanatufananisha, na kuna watu wengi ambao wanakuja kwa comment section yako hata ukiwa live wananitusi, mara waseme mimi ni mrefu, mara we ni mfupi, na wewe kama rafiki ulikuwa ni mtu ambaye wa kunilinda, kuambia acheni msimtusi, ule ni rafiki yangu au ni twini wangu. Hiyo kitu kwa Hena Benta ilishindikana, na ilikuwa ni very easy. Ukiangalia Tandegwa alipoingia hapa, ni mtu ambaye amekuja anafanana na Tizian sana, na alikuwa na uwezo wa kujiita Tizian Twins, but kwa nini alijiita Ndegwa? Ni kwa sababu alitambua brandi yake na Tizian akatambua brandi yake. Sasa basi, hii TikTok ni kubwa sana yoona. Nilikuwa naomba kwa heshima, ili waweze kuexit wote wawili hawa, sababu wote ni dada zetu, wapate muda wa kuyamaliza haya, ili mmoja abadilisha ajiite jina lake na mwingine, kwa sababu yoona Ana Benta kuwa Ana Benta haikuwa rahisi. It is not easy kutengeneza jina hapa kwa internet. Tuseme tu ukweli. Ana Benta amepitia mambo mazito, alipigwa mishale, amedhalilishwa hapa kwa internet, amevuliwa nguo, machozi ni mengi. So hawezi kutokea mtu from nowhere akaingilia jina langu la Bosskhan na hajui nimepitia vita gani mpaka mimi kuwa hivi. Bila kutumia nguvu zaidi, ni swala dogo la kuongea na dada yetu ambaye aitwa Hena Benta. Hata yoona ukisikiliza hata majina kuyatamka kwa ulimi una uwezo wa kupengama nusu ukatike, kwa sababu majina yanafanana kuyatamka. Na hawa watu walitakiwa kuwa marafiki, then wangelifika mbali. Yoona, nisiongee sana, naomba uchukue mic. Thank you so much.
Anaweza panda juu. Yes, ndio anaongea about is acting as standing in as a defense counsel, but pia kuna maarifa kwa yale ambacho anakisema. Kiswahili changu si kizuri, Bosskhan, tuta apologize later. No, but
you can speak even English. You can speak even English. Mimi napenda tu Kiswahili, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that insight and for explaining, in other words, the predicament or the unrest that this issue has caused Ana Benta. Hena Benta is back in the room. I'm going to give you the mic later. Githaiga will recognize the presence. Hena, do you want to say something? I wanted Githaiga to come in so that we finish with the council and then we come to you, because you are in a better position to everything. I just want to hear their own insights about this issue. Githaiga, to you. Githaiga.
Your Honor, I come here as a friend of the court. I'm not on any side. I'm not a defense or a defendant's counsel. I come here as a friend of the court. So I wish you do your the defense and the defendant give you what I can give. What I can give is inaitwa nini ile kama ile ya wase wa koti advice yangu, si ati I'm defending or I'm anything. I want to as a person who is interested in this case, I would have to put it this way. Ni vizuri people when they stay here they are able. Wanaandika Mwiti, make sure that is a true account of Mwiti, please. Don't just type something that you don't know. Angalieni kama ni yeye. Kama ni yeye apande. Mwiti, you can request so that the comment section iache kuandika up Mwiti and probably it's not him. So I wanted to tell this to the court. These two girls are TikTokers. We love them. They are our friends. And these two girls are content creators. However, mimi naona ni vizuri wanafanana na ni vizuri wanafanana na out of the unfortunate events on TikTok wamepatana na shida ya majina. It's not like it is a very 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 big deal to have a name that inafanana, lakini the way things are turning out, it turns out to be unfair to the original owner of the name Hannah Benta. Your honor, it is good watu kufanana, huwezi jua mahali ulisaliwa, hata labda ni baba yake alifanya vibaya ama alicheza nje. Na watu kufanana huwezi change venye mtu anafanana na nani. However, kuchagua jina, hakuchagua jina ambayo alipatiwa majina mengine. Alishagua jina ambayo ni ya mtu ambaye wanafanana nayo. What does that tell the court? That tells the court that despite looking like you, I am willing to use a name like yours to get the fame that you have, ama to get to where you have been and how far you have gone. So hapo ndio mimi napata kuna sida, kwa sababu tunaweza fanana. Kuna watu wengi wanafanana, Degwa na Tisian, but can you come and look for your own path? You do not come and show me that I not only look like you, and I've shown you clearly that I'm not okay with you calling yourself that name. The only thing like a respectable content creator should do, tunafanana. TikTok sio yenyu, TikTok sio yetu. We all have the right of being here, but I shall respect the way you identify yourself. You identify yourself as Githaiga. I cannot come and identify myself as Gathogo or Muthaiga simply because tunafanana na Githaiga wa TikTok. That shows that is somebody whose intention ni kukimbia ama ni ride on the name that somebody has built over the time. People may tell you which brand. It's a TikTok brand. That's why you're seated here, not listening to the Mulamua brand, but listening to the Hannah Benta brand. Hannah Benta is a brand on herself, and she has created the name. It might not even be her name, but out of ile kujega na hiyo masiku yote, mimi nige advice, because it is not sitting well. Last time I said that these two girls should even be making even deals together because they look alike, they look like twins. But the way things are going, even people are fighting. You know, you go and find the same wakili amesema, your honor, unaenda unakuta mahali kuna video ya Hina, unakuta wasichana wanatukana Hana hata hapa kwa comment section. And do you know why there are people even going against Hana? It's not like they are fans of Hina. There is nothing she has given them. There is nothing they know about her. It's only because they hate Hannah. They would love to see Hannah down. We know that women like bringing other women down. A woman, they do not support Hina. They don't even like her content. I'm telling you the truth. It's not like she has stayed here for a year for her to create all this. Nika mtu akuje huko aseme ana oppose Githaiga. Anybody who hates Githaiga will support that person. So these ladies you're seeing here with this wivu, angamara kona huyu akona matako kubwa kuliko huyu akona sura mzuri kuliko huyu ana smile kuliko huyu. It shows exactly that this rivalry is going to be unfair to Hannah Benta, who has nothing to do with her name being used. The fact that her name is being used, now wanna change 1, 2, 3 words, is making her go through the ridicule on TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very unfair. And me, I want to speak to I don't know whether it is the defendant or the accused. It is very good as Hannah Benta. Wewe msichana unataka ukae hapa TikTok, ucreate content. I would ask you to start with a good foot with other content creators. Don't start at a bad foot. Start at a good foot. Hannah should be a pivot. If you looked at Ndegwa and Tizian, Ndegwa alianza kucheza game after wameletwa hapa na nani? Na Tizian. They looked alike. Ndegwa is calling himself Ndegwa. The other guy is calling himself Tizian. They played games, and because they look together, people were interested in them. We would love to see Hannah and Hina, or whichever name she chooses to choose maybe in future, wakiwa pamoja. We are here here to grow each other. We are not here to bring each other down. If I was Hina, I said I'm here to give advice, maybe a friend of the court. If I was Hina, badala ya kuacha comment section and fans who don't like Hannah take advantage of the moment and abuse Hannah, I would have come in the defense of Hannah. And if the name is the problem, and for sure mbele ya Mungu, you know you're using that name simply because unafanana na Hannah and you want to ride with that name ya Hannah. That is the reason why you're using that name. It's not like it was your favorite name ukiwa mdogo. It's not like your mom gave you that name. It's not like anything. Just because unafanana na Hannah, you want to use that name Hina Benta. Badala utumie ikujenge uharibu mwingine. Uweke mwingine atukanwe kwa comment. Uweke mwingine akapitie. Na ni mwanamke mwenzako. Ni mwanamke mwenzako. You actually a mother. If I was you, I would drop the name, still keep my looks, even make makeup kama ya Hannah, baka mkitaka kufanana kama baba yenu alifanana mfanane, but do not be a stage. Do not create that stage ya Hannah kukuwa ridiculed. I personally said I am not in support of any side, so I don't ask the court to take whichever sides. People and yourself will decide your honor. Thank you. I oblige. Thank you.
I think the courtroom is now fully in session. Maneno ya maarifa sana kutoka kwa Senior Counsel Githaiga. We appreciate your insight as always. And Githaiga is a character that personally I've just known, I've had or I've seen. But I'm more interested in him because he gives something, he delivers things in a, of course, in a hot way. But ukimsikiza sana, akona wisdom. We're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll before we have Hannah Banta coming up to, oh no, I will not be fair. Please, sorry, I will not be fair. Collins, do you want to say something quickly before we run a poll?
Yes, yes, Your Honor, and greetings to everybody across the panel. First of all, Your Honor, I hope you're very much familiar with the intellectual property rights that typically guards customer confusion or consumer confusion. In this case, our TikTokers, right? So I may not want to say much, but a lot has been said by my colleagues here. But of importance is the fact that the two are operating in the same industry. You understand? Given that they are operating in the same industry, that is where the confusion is coming in. If Hannah Benta could be famous on Instagram, but Hannah Benta is now on TikTok, that could have been making some sense. But in this case, both of them are operating in the same platform. This is where the confusion is coming in. So I am also here as an amicus curiae. That is, I'm very much neutral on this matter. But I would prefer that Hannah Benta, given that this is not an original name, the trademark and the patent rights as well as copyrights all belong to Hannah Benta. The customer confusion comes in when you came in, because everybody, including I here, have been confused, like who is Hannah Benta and who is Hannah Benta. To some extent, I thought it is Hannah Benta's second account or backup account, right? Until I dug deep into it. So definitely I will also be of a decision that she goes for a different name. She's already known in this platform. Hannah Benta can also campaign for her to at least bring her name up, but using a different name, so that the customer confusion is done away with. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I interject. I bring to your attention the presence of Senior Counsel Prince Dennis Mwiti in the house. So if the court may recognize him, would appreciate. Thank you.
Prince Mwiti. For the first time, the public has spoken. They have chosen him to climb on the panel. And we've personally laid a submission in court that Prince Mwiti, as you come on the panel, please be liberal, please be well behaved, and please also consider the emotions that are flying left, right, and center in this courtroom. And if you want to deliver a submission, please do it in a respectful way that does not harm the mental state of the other person. Before I give Mwiti, because Mwiti is said to be bringing it woto, like I like to say, Hena Banta. You've listened to everything that has been said. Can you give a quick response before we get Mwiti on this? Can you give a quick response about this? And then after Hannah Benta, no, before Hannah Benta comes, Hannah Benta, I'm quite sorry about this. Lady Jacqueline, please, can you give the poll? Can you give the poll? Because I think the reply of Hannah Benta...
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. Before the poll, I'm here on behalf of my client, Hena Banta, my client. So before the poll, can I air my views, please, regarding this case?
All right, please. Can you do so, please?
Yeah. So first and foremost, Your Honor, Hannah Benta is not a brand on TikTok. Hannah Benta has no intellectual property regarding that name, Hannah Benta. She does not earn anything from the name Hannah Benta. Your Honor, a lot of people out there, they share names. Like there are so many people called Dennis Mwiti out there. I cannot go out there complaining to everybody that is called Dennis Mwiti out there that they are using my name. So, Your Honor, I think Hena Benta, having the name Hena Benta, does not change or does not affect anything that Hena Benta does on this app. She's been irrational. She's been unnecessarily petty about this issue. So my client Hena Benta has every right to use that name Hena Benta. And if anybody wants to use the name Prince Mwiti, they can use it. If ikame itawasaidia, mbona wasitumie? Yeah, mimi kenye naweza sema tuache kukuwa na roho mbaya. Let people grow up with using you. It is kama ni Mungu amemtumia akuje na grow hapa TikTok. Apitia jina yako, acha apitie hiyo. Yeah, tusikuwe na roho mbaya na tujifunze kuendelezana, Your Honor. Anyway, Your Honor, with those few remarks, now we can continue with the session. Thank you.
Your Honor,
I think as the prosecutor, allow me to take the mic 1 minute before Senior Counsel Githaiga Samuel speaks. I think a poll is needed here because of Prince Mwiti's very, very strong opinion on the matter. Now
we have to object. So a poll is necessary. If the court, as it takes Prince Mwiti's points, it's good. It also takes note of the following maybe points. Few I wanted to pass across. Just a few points. I think the poll and the judge's decision should actually come at the end. I don't think it should be fastened because people need not to do this. I would love the judge.
We do take continuous polls.
Okay, 2 minutes. I would love the court to understand and to take note of this. That Hannah Benta is a name used by one Hannah Benta for the last 3, 4, 5 years she has been in this industry called TikTok. We do not have to register any name Githaiga Wachai as intellectual property on TikTok for people to know the Githaiga Wachai belongs to Githaiga. Hannah Benta, it's very unfair for us to judge Hannah Benta as being the owner or as not being the owner of that name because she has not registered it as an intellectual property. It is just like saying that we should not try TikTok cases on this TikTok law court because it is not registered in the judiciary of Kenya. We are not speaking about out there. We are speaking about TikTok. When we say there is nobody who uses the name Prince Mwiti, of course there are so many people called Prince Mwiti out there. And just like Senior Counsel Collins said, the problem is up here in TikTok. Somebody's name is being used.
Objection, Your Honor.
Wait for I beg to complete. I beg to the court to protect me. I beg the court to protect me before I get a reply.
The defendant about the objectant. I want to ask.
I want to say I've not, the court has not directed me otherwise, so I'll still take it that the mic is on me until I'm directed otherwise. Hannah Benta'S name being used on this app has led her to being ridiculed. We have seen so many videos, and I've seen it even on this same courtroom, people ridiculing Hannah Benta. You know why we are here? Because her name is being used wrongly. She's being ridiculed. People are comparing the two. This one ana complain jina yake inatumika lakini matako yake ni ndogo. Ladies who hate Hannah Benta, ladies and people who hate Hannah Benta have taken it upon themselves to take a side. Do you understand that Hannah Benta, your decision of using this name has put Hannah Benta in such a situation? Do you understand that your fellow lady, you are giving her enemies, the chance to step on her, to abuse her because of this situation? You might not have had the problem because you look like her, but can you protect your fellow woman? This one does not need to be decided by anybody. You, Hannah Benta, your IQ should tell you that a woman is being ridiculed on TikTok because of me using her name, and she's not okay with that. It should just tell you the right thing to do as an adult is to drop her name. And I think it's so unfair that Hannah is being ridiculed all in the name of she has not registered her name. She has not put it on I don't know, ministry of what? Excuse me. We are talking about TikTok. We are not talking about outside there. Let us learn to protect. And I've said it, that your judge, the owners of this court, I would love the court to note that if you see, not that Hannah Benta, the name is so big, not that she has become so big, and that's why the senior counsels are suggesting that she should be helped to come up there. She has not become so big. You see her going kwa chai, kwa Chris, mara wako kwa bar. She's looking for that fame. She is trying to grow. It is very, very unfair for you to try to grow and bring another down. No difference with Kapunye, no difference with any other person who grows by bringing others down. If I was you, I would just do the right thing, use the right name, for the sake of nothing, but for the sake of saving someone else's from being ridiculed. People are not interested, or they're not even supporting Hannah Benta because they're supporting Hannah Benta or because of anything. They're just doing that because they are not in terms with Hannah Benta. If you look at the lawyers, the senior counsels are not in terms with Hannah Benta. That is why they are going to defend Hina. It's not like Hina does content. They have never even been to a platform, but they are coming to be judges because they have a problem with Hannah Benta. It is not fair. Let us be fair. Let us judge a problem. Okay, sorry. Thank you. But that is what I wanted the court to note, that yes, even the audience may not be necessarily because I'm a fan of Hina, just because I don't want Hannah. I hate Hannah. I don't talk with her. I don't, and this one is what I want Hina to get it, that all this ridicule is coming just because you are against Hannah, of which if you wanted to grow and being a content creator for 5 years, I would tell you a good advice. If you want to grow, you'd rather make friends more than. We had the court to note, we had also another photocopy of Brian Chira. It went down. If you photocopy everything of somebody, you cannot take it as a brand. We have had people coming and pretending to be others. They do not get anywhere. I would love to give my fellow content creator Hannah Benta an advice. If you would want to last, if you'd want to be what you want to be, we can see, and that is okay, and fight for it, no problem. But please, it is better if you make others your friends. If you are friends with Hannah, it will be more better than if you are rivaling like this. Thank you, Your Honor. You can give it to the.
Okay, Your Honor. Let me refute and object to so many lies that have been put forward by Githaiga on this issue. We have by Senior Counsel Githaiga on this issue. So, Your Honor, we are in the same TikTok platform. There is nowhere, or sijaisikia pali popote penye Hannah Benta has subjected Hannah Benta to being hated or being insulted by anyone. That is false. That is lies. It has never happened. Hannah Benta have been to Hannah Benta's lives mpaka hata usiku wa manane. mpaka usiku wa manane na kanga na yeye. Mimi unajua mimi I am a night person and she is a night person. She works at night. Na kwa live zake she has never subjected Hannah Benta to any kind of ridicule or any kind of hate. That is number one. Number two, on my opinion, this is my opinion. Hannah Benta, I would also advise you like the way Hannah Benta, I would also like to advise you the way Githaiga is advising you. Hannah Benta, like you look alike Hannah Benta, but as your Hannah Benta's name so that watu wakujue na jina yako. It is better watu wakujua pa TikTok na jina yako than watu wengine. But the fact but hizi stories zingine za kusema ati Hannah Benta ati Hannah Benta is subjecting Hannah Benta to being bullied, those are lies. Those are not even in it. Those are not even true in it. They are lies. They are lies. Kama Hannah Benta ataki utumie jina yake Hannah Benta, then change the name. Don't fight about it. Just put your name. Na tutakufollow. We will still know you like the Hannah Benta look alike. Whether you put your name or you not your name, if the name is the problem, Hannah Benta. But hizo stories zingine, they are lies, Your Honor, and I am here to defend Hannah Benta as her lawyer. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
For that, actually, I am impressed. You are smart at the end of the day. Thank you so much for that. We continue with the poll before Senior Counsel Peter Kioi says something. Can we have the poll, Madam Prosecutor? Can we have the poll?
Absolutely, Your Honor. Sorry about that, Your Honor. Yes, we can have a poll, but I wanted to bring to your attention that apart from being the king of Mboka, Dennis Mwiti is also a Kenyan lawyer by training. Thank you very much. So shall I say very quickly that we're going to do a poll and we want maximum participation. The poll is, does Hannah Benta have full rights over the name Hannah Benta? Does she have full rights over that name? That is the question. Do you think she has rights of ownership of that name? And this is also supposed to give her the right to ask people to drop the name where necessary. And that is what she's doing now in this court. She's hoping that Hannah Benta would actually ideally use her own name. Okay, so do you think she has the right of ownership and usage of the name Hannah Benta, or whichever other variations that there may be? Because this is a variation, but it's still the same name. Okay, so it's 1,000. All right. So 1.1K for yes. So the yes have it. Your Honor, take the mic back. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor. You're going to also advise the court about the timings, because I can see time is also playing a factor here, but not to limit the members of council to express themselves in this court of law on TikTok. I proceed
about time, Your Honor. We will run over, and that will be okay. Thank you, because the defendant and also the accused and the accuser, they did arrive court a bit late, so we will go over a bit. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. Peter Kioi, our senior counsel, Peter Kioi, would you want to say something quick? And then after that, can we have Hannah speaking? And then Hannah also, you'll speak about the matter in front of us. And anybody else who wishes to express any submission, please do so after the lineup that I've just given. Peter Kioi, mic is on you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I'm here as a friend of this court, and I do not want to take sides in this matter. However, I'll just put my 2 cents into this story. Number one, I think the poll was supposed to be put here, so I think that was not a poll. And number two, Henna Benta, and Hannah Benta. First thing first, being look-alike does not mean you steal my brand. Being my look-alike does not mean I pay you for being my look-alike. And being a look-alike does not mean that I should stay close or we should stay close to each other. We can work separately as different brands using our own names, because building a name takes time and having a brand takes time. I'm proud that she came forward to even listen to this. I don't want to even pull her or push her to the corner or to the wall, because I believe maybe she's unaware that it takes time to build a name. For example, Hannah Benta took time alone, and a lot of energy has been put there. So when she has her name being used or using Hannah Benta's name or brand, there are even brands who will run away from the real Hannah Benta because there will be confusion. And this variation and comparison here, it does not tally to a point of Hannah Benta losing her own brand. I still stand to say that Hannah Benta may use a good name, her own name or her own brand, leaving aside Hannah Benta's, and they will move very well. And Hannah Benta, you have now grown to be known, and you'll be known, very, very much known. And I want to object the fact that Githaiga, Senior Counsel Githaiga, said that Hannah Benta is being bullied. At one point, Hannah Benta never stood for that. So Hannah Benta, you should not pull a victim card of this in this matter. And Hannah Benta, you should not put emotions in this matter as well, because right now, Githaiga is putting emotions. For those who may not think that this one can affect someone, it may affect you deeply and hugely. But for to be precise and to the point, I think Hannah Benta should remove the name and put her name, her own name or her own brand. I still stand to say she is innocent. Maybe she never knew what happened or what is happening. And Hannah Benta should not take it negatively at the end of the day. Thank you.
You want a minute to a minute before the two start their argument. I would like somebody to make me understand how Hannah Benta, having the name Hannah Benta, how does it affect Hannah Benta's brand? Like, will she stop receiving brands because somebody else is using the name Hannah Benta? Will it? I'm struggling to understand. I'm for her to use her own name. I'm not refuting that, but I'm struggling to understand. And somebody should make me understand this. How will
let me first withdraw. Your Honor, I wish to withdraw my statement as advised by Senior Counsel Mwiti and Senior Counsel Peter Kioi. I gave statements of Hannah being ridiculed from the lives I've seen being recorded by people, the bloggers. I see the comments, and so that is where I derived my conclusion from. But being advised by fellow Senior Counsels, I wish to withdraw, and thus the debate may not maybe be spoken upon. The point of me saying that Hannah Benta using the name is making Hannah being ridiculed in people's comments. I wish to withdraw. Thank you.
Your Honor, I would wish to comment on what Senior Counsel President Mwiti have just said, or is asking about the Hannah Benta being affected by the usage of her name by the Hannah Benta. One, I would want to point out clearly that at one point, Senior Counsel Mwiti, his name was used with someone. So that person gained relevance by his name. I want to also make him understand that people in these streets of TikTok run with people's names. For example, someone would want to trend using my name or using Prince Mwiti's name, that is a senior counsel, and somebody else will use it negatively or positively. It depends on how they use it. For this matter, right now, Hannah Benta, right now, if you ask someone about Hannah Benta being a lookalike to Hannah Benta, most of the people, there are people who are very new and who would say, oh, this is Hannah Benta whom we used to know, whom just changed slightly. Okay, so some people will not notice the difference because if you look at the two keenly, they are very lookalike. So being a lookalike and sharing the same brand, it may affect Hannah Benta hugely because there are people who would want to support Hannah Benta, but ending up supporting Hannah Benta, which is not their wish. I'm sorry to say. And right now, even on this guest, as we are here, there's somebody who will say, if right now Hannah Benta is dropped, they will think this is Hannah Benta that is on the guest. So they would want to send their lion here. So they will drop it to Hannah Benta thinking it was Hannah. The Hannah Benta thinking it is
Objection, Your Honor. Like seriously, I'm failing. Like that is a very absurd argument that Peter Kioi is saying that if somebody wanted to gift Hannah Benta and Hannah Benta, like at they will drop a lion here and not here, like that is nini. Mimi, for me, I would like to say Hannah Benta, the fact that somebody else is using your name, it means you have grace. It means somebody likes you. It means you have popularity on TikTok. For me, it's a compliment. So me, I will just tell you, like, wacha kukua na rombaya. Like me, okay,
I object.
Wait. Peter Kioi, let me finish.
And Your Honor, could you protect the first accused? I hear one senior counsel may go beyond.
Okay. Then let me say this. Like
Your Honor, senior counsel must withdraw the statement. Yeah, wivu. In this court, this is a court and it should be given.
I did not say senior counsel. I did not say that. Your Honor, I did not say wivu in any of my arguments. I did not say that. It is the comment section. Maybe the comment section said me. I did not say me. I said whatever I said, senior counsel Peter. I said Hannah Benta, loosen your heart. I find this very unnecessary. Like I'm still advising Hannah Benta to change the name to Hannah to her own name. Like it is better we know you by your own name. Hannah Benta, I'm still standing by that.
Your Honor, I'm
finding you unnecessarily petty with this.
Senior counsel Mwiti to withdraw the statement wivu rohombaya. I did
not say that.
Senior counsel Mwiti to
how can I withdraw something that I did not say?
You have said it. You said rohombaya. You have said it, and you have.
Okay, maybe we can pass.
Maybe we can let the owner to give the court direction.
Yeah, give the direction.
Senior Counsel Mwiti, please withdraw the statement that Hannah Benta awache roho mbaya, because it's kind of like it's character assassinating and influencing the comment section, because I can see now the comment section. Kuna watu, unajua, the social media works with the catalyst, and some people ride on how they can cyberbully people on social media, right? So we are going to be very sensitive about our matamshi zetu. Please withdraw the statement that akona roho.
Okay, Your Honor, I withdraw that statement, and I'm inviting Hannah Benta to use the name Princess Mwiti from now onwards. You be my Princess Mwiti. That will move on. Let's move on from this. Thank you, Your Honor.
Princess Mwiti. I think maybe Hannah Benta, now this is your chance to take the mic. You can tell us what you think about the argument that has been submitted. As well, you can tell us if you are willing to embrace the new name, because Mwiti akona jina pia. TikTok. So you tell us how, what is your remarks about the case, the defense that the council has provided and the advice that has been given to you by people who have experience on TikTok.
Yes, anaweza jita hivyo. I'm okay. Anaweza jita Princess Mwiti.
Hena Banta. Are you with us in the courtroom? Princess Mwiti. Princess.
Yeah.
Welcome to the courtroom. You've heard what people have said. You've heard what the senior counsel has said in court, and the remarks they have submitted against kizungu imepotea. Yani kuhusiana na hii kesi ambayo iko mbele yetu. Tafadhali, what is your remarks about everything? What would you love to tell the court?
I hope I'm on. So I'm happy. Thank you all of you for being here for this morning. Actually, I cancelled most of my morning commitment to listen to this because the social media was flipping to my personal space either way, or maybe Hannah's side. So I'm here to say maybe three things. First of all, to thank all of you for being here, giving your opinion honestly. I'm happy. Number two, I want to apologize to Hannah. Maybe I didn't know I was maybe hurting her. In any case, I'm very, very, very sorry. And we might be, I don't know, put it like that. But there's maybe possibilities. There might be possibilities your sisters fighting on these social media platforms. Maybe, I don't know, because my dad, as she said, she's from Gatondo. My dad was a lecturer in JKUAT between the year 1992 all the way to 2002. Then he went to Rwanda, where he is still a lecturer. Maybe Anna can ask her mom if she has ever encountered somebody by the name of Professor Jairus. Maybe we are sisters, and I would like to have a sister. I don't have one. I would like to have one. That is number two. Number three, the main problem is not us looking resembling each other. Maybe that's how I understood from the opinion of others. The problem is the name that we are sharing with Hannah. Hannah is feeling that I'm getting into her personal space, which I am very, very sorry. I don't earn from TikTok. Like I said earlier, I'm a civil servant and I have 3 jobs I'm working on. So I wouldn't wish to go into social media cat fights because it might spill negatively on my side, because one of the job is very sensitive. I have to be actually I shouldn't be here. So I would wish maybe I can pull down the account if that is can save Hannah, because I wouldn't wish her to lose her hustle per se. Like singewish nifutwe kazi, singewish ama yapoteze kazi yake, singewish kabisa. I'm very sensitive now. Or should I adjust my name? I call, because I'm Lena, I can adjust the first letter Hannah to Lana. Maybe you can advise me. Should I pull down the account completely, or should I call myself Lana? Maybe I put maybe the first letter of my name. So I thank you very much.
No, usitoe account. No. Kutoa account.
Objection.
Haufai kutoa account.
Lena Fanta, hiyo story ishe. Lena Fanta.
Hena Benta, tunakupenda sisi wote hapa. Hatuna uadui na wewe, na kufanana na Hana hakuna shida. So, we jiite tu hiyo jina yako Lina, itakuwa sawa. Usifute account yako. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So should I letter? Let me know.
Yeah,
just the first letter. I don't want to change it so much. I don't want to put the names in the post.
Honor, you can make 1 minute.
I don't want to put the Princess Mwiti. I have a late brother by the name Mwiti. So I didn't wish to use his name. It can hurt the family. So I don't want to use that name. So Mrs. Mwiti, no, we have a Mwiti in the family. Please, sensitive on Mwiti. Mwiti, thank you very much for being here. Like I said earlier, your name is good, and I respect you. I respect you so much. But I wouldn't wish to use the same name with my late brother.
Your Honor, if I may take the mic for 1 minute, please.
I don't want to use my official names because of the sensitivity of where I work. I work for a Mwiti agency, so I don't wish to use my official names isipokuwa vitambulisho za kazi.
All right, Your Honor, I will just take the mic for 1 minute and to do a few administrative jobs. So normally we do a quick poll. We use quick poll. We do not like to do very long polls. So I'm gonna do the usual quick poll. Should Enna Banta change her name to Lena? Yes or no? So just yes. You know how to do it. Yes for the red and no for the blue. Okay. Should she change her name to Lena? Yes for the red. No.
Lena, only Jacqueline, because that is my official name. It can bring a lot of confusion where I work. Like I said, I work for a Mwiti agency. Some of them they need a lot of confidentiality. So I would wish to use any other name apart from Lena. Lena, no. I'm thinking of using Lana, L-A-N-A-H. Is it okay?
So I'm going to adjust the question again so that when you're taking the poll, you can always switch. Okay. Should Enna Banta change her first name to Lana instead of Henna? So that's now the question for the poll, guys. That's the question for the poll. I'm going to recognize all our gifters. God bless you so much. And of course, people on this live, follow the gifters. Just check on the comments on the list and follow the gifters. Thank you so much. Okay, so the yes have it. The yes have it. Henna, I think you can see 1,000 people have voted. They've said, ideally, you should change your name a little bit to Lana, so that it does not inconvenience Anna Benta. Your Honor,
yes, I will adjust after the I will adjust after the live.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is a thing of pride for this court to have a sitting mshtakiwa ama mshtaki who exercise maturity, umoja. We recognize that from you, Henna. And like Bosskhan has said, we love you. We love you. We welcome you to the TikTok space. The members sitting in the council are big forces, big influence, TikTok celebrities, and like the owners of this app. We have Prince Mwiti, we have Degwa, we have Githaiga, we have Peter Kioi, we have Bosskhan, we have Lady Jacqueline, and we have Hannah Benta. And of course, not forgetting myself. All of us are willing to embrace you. The thing is, from what I have gotten from this case, I'll be able to direct the case further in a few minutes. Because I feel that we are coming to the end of this particular case. Then we go to the next case because we are still able. And the court staff, of course, they are still in position. The final remarks from each of the senior counsel seated in the bar could really mean a lot. Silence in the courtroom? Could really mean a lot to us, because I am going to do a ruling on this matter in a very free and fair way. And please understand that the ruling might not favor you, might favor you, but at the end of the day, it is all love on this TikTok platform. Before I proceed with my ruling, give a final remarks. I think we will start from, I feel we should start from this order.
Your Honor, sorry to object, sorry. I think it's rather premature for any ruling because we've just gotten, we've just had the arrival of Malisafi Twangla, who's a senior counsel. I think it's in good, it's a good gesture to also allow him time to speak. Your Honor, before you continue, I'm sorry to have interrupted you. However, there is a poll that is very, very necessary right now. And the question is very, very simple. That should Enna Banta remove the name Banta? Should she remove the name Banta? Because I've seen in the comments, the comment section is asking for it. let us give them that poll, Your Honor. I apologize for the interruption. Yeah. So should Enna Banta remove the name Banta? Yeah, because it's bringing a lot of confusion to us TikTokers, and we will embrace her. We will support her whichever way.
Objection, Honor. I think we don't have to choose her name. Tumchagulie yeye mwenyewe ndo atajichagulia, itampendeza zaidi, kwa sababu tukisema atoe hii aweke hii itakuwa kama tunamchagulia. Yeye ni mtu mzima, ana akili zake timamu, atajichagulia jina yoyote ambayo anataka kujichagulia. Thank you.
Thank you, Senior Counsel.
I wish to advise my fellow Senior Counsel that the poll is about kutoa jina, anaweza eka jina yake ambayo anajichagulia mwenyewe. I also would wish that we don't choose the name for her. She has all the rights to choose another name. The poll is about anaweza akatoa hili jina Banta, maana lina confuse watu, atumie jina lingine lolote akitaka kujita happy birthday. That is the question. That was what the question is about.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Senior Counsel Githaiga Samuel. And the reason we put that poll in there is because the comment section was asking for it. Okay? So thank you so much, Your Honor. The mic is back to you. Thank you.
The outcome of the poll, I think the yes have it, right? What is the outcome of the poll?
Yes, the yes have it. The yes have it, Your Honor. The yes have it. So it has been decided by this court that okay, Your Honor, take the mic back, but the yes have it.
Hannah, you just listened to what Hannah said before she obviously went to oversee some other works in her, in her daily life. But ninataka tu Hannah useme kitu about what you've heard from Hannah, alafu akifuatwa na Malisafi, so that we also get to give him a chance in this court to say something to us. Hannah, can you say something? Or do you want Malisafi to go before you?
No, anaweza ongea, I'm okay. Anaweza anza kuongea, I can do.
Okay, my honor and the court of TikTok court of the law, and good afternoon. I think it's afternoon. So I think this thing of using people name is like becoming too much, guys, and we have to stop it. And in this world watu lazima wafanane. So it doesn't mean ukifanana na mtu, yani maybe kwa hata statistics inasema lazima upate watu wamefanana na wewe. So uwezi kuwa sasa mtu umefanana na wewe, so you mention unajiita hivyo, which is not good. So mimi ni come to support the court, and nimekuja late. Ningekuwa lawyer ana Benta, lakini nimekuja late. So I just come here as a friend of the court, and mimi pia nataka kuleta mtu hapa kotini. So you guys are doing a good job. Ana kama imerule, the ladies will change the name. I think akona jina amepewa na baptism card, atumie hiyo jina yake, achana jina za watu. Thank you, my honor.
Sorry, I was trying to get the mic here. So Hannah, you can say something to us quickly.
As for me, also I don't mind having a sister. Na kama amesema atachange ajiite jina yake, hata kupatana na yeye mimi sina issue, kutengeneza videos I don't mind. We can be friends. I don't mind having a friend mwenye ananifanana.
Thank you so much for that. Mr. Githaiga, did you have anything to say?
Nothing much. I'm just telling the court, you should take, Your Honor, you should take very, very seriously about things I've observed, the respect of the court. This court is admitting lawyers who are very late. Senior counsels are coming late. They should note, maybe you should tell us, advise us on the time of the court, so that senior counsels don't come late after everything is decided, and then we start again. You understand? I also had the prosecution from the prosecution office speaking about when a senior counsel is late. The prosecution office should desist from words like it is premature to make a decision. That decision rests with the bar. The prosecutor is the mover of the case. It's not the person who decide what time it is, because the court was not making a ruling, but it was giving the lawyers the time to give the final chance. But now the office of the prosecutor said that it is premature to make a ruling. So those kind of words, I've seen the prosecutor also after the poll said that this court has decided. The office of the prosecutor should understand, and therein this court can only decide if the TikTok raw court judge has decided, including the senior counsels. When a senior counsel speak, let us not judge, let us not give a judgment. Ours is to defend and to tetea and to prosecute and to ask questions like that. It is upon the court of law to decide. 4,000 people are seated here waiting to hear the word of the judge. If you were to judge, they would have waited for us to speak and then left. But they are here to wait the judgment of the court. The friends of the court advise the court. The defendant's lawyer defend your defense and you prosecute. But let us leave the court to make the decision in accordance to the poll's result, in accordance to its knowledge, and in accordance to the constitution of TikTok. Thank you, Your Honor. My last submission.
Mayona, and I just have a request. When ukitoa rulings yako, utoe rulings what the consequences. Akitaka kata kutoa jina, the consequences must be there pia. Akikata kutoa jina, tutafanya aje kama team? Tutamsalimia au tutafanya aje? Because it's maybe.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor.
It's maybe refused.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
No, I'm
my client from Malisafi. Protect my client from this uncouth senior counsel called Malisafi. Malisafi, you have been late for this ruling. You have been late. Like, my client is very mature and very, very understanding about this case. Na ako ready kunini kusikiza. Leave my client alone. My client.
Okay. Objection, my honor. I think my legal team, my senior learned Prince Mwiti, I just talk as a friend of the court. I didn't mean what you do. I don't want to do.
Objection.
I don't want you
Objection.
to renew your ruling. But what I can't to say, what the consequences when she refused to remove the name.
Objection. Objection.
So when you are ruling, please make sure you mention that. Yeah.
Your Honor, I think, Your Honor, there are two things that the learned friend Malisafi would tell us to. First is to tell us where he was when everything was being done maturely, and the second thing is to tell us who my honor is. Thank you.
Your Honor, you can also advise Malisafi on how to file a case. I understand. I'm surprised that a senior counsel is filing his own case in another case, presenting that he has a case in another case. I think the office of the prosecution and the office of the court advise Malisafi on how to file a case.
My honor, I'm not filing the case. I think I'm trying to give that some how do we call it? Some court angalie kama huyu amekata kutoa jina, what the consequences, because you can, so ukiangalia you are ruling I will file. I will not here. I will file my case. My honor, my learned friend. I will file my case not today. I will file my case.
Objection. Senior Counsel Malisafi, Your Honor, could you kindly take it seriously, or the question that I asked, please, Your Honor, consider this. Who is my honor? My honor, I don't know my honor here. If my honor is here, would kindly my honor talk? And then secondly, where was he when I want to know my honor. If my honor is in this court, kindly talk, my honor.
Guys, my honor, I don't know what Baba Mkufi talking about, because I don't understand what, so long as you understand what my honor means. Baba Mkufi, I don't know what's the Baba Mkufi talking about. Okay,
No,
my
no.
me as a
Objection. Yeah, that is against the court language, Your Honor. That is against the court language. Withdraw Malisafi.
Okay, my honor, I withdraw.
Ebu Bosskhan.
Yaona, before he completes, before he withdraws, before it is settled, I would wish to know who Mayona is. Mayona, because this is a court, and all I see here is senior counsels and the court officials. So if there is Mayona up here, because I cannot see Mayona, I want you to see Mayona. Where is Mayona?
My honor, I think my honor means to honorable the court, and that's what my honor means. So long as you get it, so long as you get what I mean, that means my honor, to honor the honor.
Objection.
Thank you.
Objection, senior counsel. It is very well, and I think you should go back to the laws of the court and see that.
Okay, when I come here, okay,
like
my honor, when I come here, I come as a friend
like
of the court. I
Mayona.
didn't come as the legal team.
No. We don't assume here. You want us to assume that Mayona is up here. We fail to reason with you that Mayona is not up here. You should use the right words of the court. Thank you.
Okay, my honor is using the court is a honorable court. Thank you. When I come here, I didn't come as a legal team. I come as a court friend. So I didn't fail to understand. Okay, bye. And
so you are honored the judge. Malisafi, when you're addressing the judge, you tell her you are honor, not my honor.
Okay,
you change
you are honor. So long as you understand what I mean, I think it's my honor or you are honor. So whatever okay, my honor, we grow up in a different background. Someone can call you a honor, someone can call it my honor. But so long as you mean one word, no problem. So my honor, thanks for giving me this opportunity. I come as a friend of the court. I think the complainer will atapata haki. Thank you so much.
My honor, before you take my I can make.
We can have you, senior counsel Mwiti.
Okay, let me make my final my final submissions. Like, first and foremost, I would like to commend my client, now the former Benta, now the now learner. Then I need to commend your maturity. I need to commend your understanding, and I need and your control of emotions towards this case. Like, I'm very proud of you. Thank you so much. And for Hannah Benta, like, anything that my client has done to you that is wrong, tuishi kwa umoja na undugu na ushirikiano hapa TikTok. We support each other as one and we move on as one TikTok Kenya. Amen. God bless TikTok Kenya.
Senior counsel Malisafi, you can give final remarks in the line of Malisafi, Peter, Kioi, Githaiga, and then Bosskhan.
Okay, thank you, my honor. And what I can say here, I think atapata haki, and then as I say, repeat again, it's when you are making a ruling, what's the consequence of the ruling of the response that they refuse to do what's court ruling? That's fair. So thank you so much, and thank you for giving me opportunity. Bye.
I would love to tell senior counsels, please do not exit the courtroom until the court is no longer in session. Thank you. Just stay on the platform.
Your Honor, thank you so much. First is to comment about this court. The maturity is at top notch, and also the complainant and the accused, the cooperation was well. I also comment on the senior counsels here. You're really speaking maturity, and apart from this, I have not seen us interacting in other platform. peacefully as this one. But I have a question and a plea to Hannah Benta, being the complainant. I would wish her to as well, the way
Objection, my honor. Objection, my honor. The objection, I think the remarks is not for Nini, the complainer as well. So I think the Nini, my learned person, Peter Kioi, should just attend to all the remarks.
Your Honor,
we remain with fine.
Your Honor, objection. I think our senior counsel Malisafi will go back to school to know the difference between final remarks and conclusion. So I'm making my own final remarks on the matter the way you have directed me. So if I'm wrong, the court will direct me and not a senior counsel. So I would wish to know that I would want intellectuals here, learners and not educated fellas. So Hannah Benta, as I continue, Hannah Benta, there is a statement we made earlier previously, and you said that this girl was just using your videos and that she doesn't resemble you. I wish that you take it back and actually apologize on the same, because I think that was absurd. So otherwise, everything was well and everything is good as you continue. Thank you.
Peter, unakumbuka who is this calling me? Peter, hakuna mari nilisema like Hina anatumia picha zangu za kitambo. If you check on a video, there's a guy by the name Babaketalisha alikuwa ana post video zangu. Ukiangalia kwa recording ya I think ni TikTok trends ama sijui ni nani. There was a huyu Babaketi alikuwa anasema do I look like Hannah Benta? Anajiita Babaketalisha. Yeah, so hakuna mali nilisema Hannah, I didn't mention her, na hiyo recording naweza itoa saa hii na nionyeshane evidence that nilitoa na nikatoa picha zangu nikasema huyu Babaketi aache kutumia video zangu akisema yeye ni Hannah, ni like mimi ni yake Benta hivyo something. Naweza toa hiyo video.
Your Honor, since it's not a battling zone, and I tend to stand with my word to say that she said the same things and on the platform and right on our faces, and that she should withdraw the statements and that apologize. But if she's not willing, no problem. I know.
No, Peter, mimi hata sijai kwa mahali nikachukia nama nikamchukua nama nikamwambia kitu mbaya. You can actually ask her. There is a guy by the name Babaketalisha alikuwa na post video zangu, nikaenda live nikaambia watu, I even showed the video and the account. So hakuna mahali mention Hannah on that video.
My honor, I think my learned Peter Kioi should not force the complainant to apologize. When it can just
of law,
he can just he can just file a competition.
Yes, he will file with his submission.
Court petition and the court of the law. If you think like Hannah should apologize.
That's a different case, Your Honor. Different case is being put here. Yes, it's not upon anybody to tell Hannah Benta whatever she said and whether she should apologize. Hannah hasn't complained about it. If there is another complaint, there will be another case with the evidence provided. Submissions being submitted by senior counsel Peter Kioi cannot be verifiable. They have not been submitted to the office of the prosecution. So we cannot really believe whatever Kioi is saying is true or not true. You understand that that is a different case, and so I wish that if there is a case like that, then the submission should have been put to the office of the prosecution so that the evidence is laid to you and you make a decision upon that. So I think it is unfair for Hannah to apologize on a matter that she has said that she's not guilty. It's only the court that can find her guilty.
Yes. 1 minute, Your Honor. 1 minute. Senior counsels, please allow the judge to make directions. You cannot be making directions for yourselves. Like, allow her. Malisafi, you cannot be interrupting each other. Just allow the judge to speak, then she will give you the chance to speak.
My honor,
that is how the court works.
I think my learned Nini should call me with respect, not Malisafi. They call me.
Yeah, cancel Malisafi. I'm sorry. We should allow the judge directions. We cannot give directions for ourselves.
All senior counsel, I will withdraw the statement that I was making, and I apologize for that. Let the court continue, and I render my submissions and my final remarks on the same. Thank you so much.
All right, so thank you so much, Senior Counsel Peter Kioi and Senior Counsel Prince Mwiti. Shall I just ask very quickly whether it is necessary to do a poll on the matter, because the comment section is asking for it. Is it necessary to put that in a poll so that muache kuandika kwa comments?
No. I think we have a judge here. My honor, we have a judge here. So what's the work of the judge? No, let me tell you, Anna Benta, when you work with Paul, and you know, someone can have supporters than someone. It's about supporting. So Anna Benta have a big platform, and Anna Benta is still in. It's obvious Anna Benta will take the day if it's the poll. So I think the judge should rule.
And I also think that the judge should rule after the matter has been provided with evidence, because once a client says, I did not say, the person who said, I said, should actually provide the evidence. So if this evidence is passed to the office of the prosecution, and then the judge can look at it, then we can make those decisions. But we cannot judge somebody on matters we have not seen evidence about. Again, I support Senior Counsel Malisafi, TikTok, and others. You have said, Your Honor, that we work with a catalyst. Anything can take any way. The people can be judged wrongly.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection, my honor. Objection.
Okay, Senior Counsel Bosskhan, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Tuko hapa kwa ajili ya kumaliza matatizo na sio kuongeza matatizo. Tuko hapa kwa ajili nashukuru sana Hena Benta amekubali kwa mapenzi kwamba atabadilisha jina. So mambo ya kumtafuta alisema hivi, mnatulisha kwenye new drama ambayo inakuja. Please, tuko kwa ajili ya kumaliza matatizo ya dada zetu hapa, to focus. Thank you.
And I would like, before the I would like to add that the polls are very important, because the public, they are a part and parcel of this court. So we need their opinions too. The poll is very, very important. Yeah, Your Honor, that is what I wanted to add. If you can put directions on that.
Polls on matters presented on the court are very important. Polls on matters presented on court are very important. The argument is not whether polls are important. The argument is, what is the matter at hand? The matter is the name. That is the matter. That is where the evidence has been provided. On other matters being brought at the sideline, it is unfair to bring the matter in court and submitting it on a poll on matters that we have not seen the evidence. But on now, we are arguing about the name. I think the judge was in conclusion, making the conclusions. If only we would allow not to sway the judgment in other matters. The polls are important, but the importance on matters on the law, on matters in front of the court. Thank you.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Objection, Your Honor. I would want to put it again across that I said all senior counsels here and the court officials, I am the one who brought the statements of what Anna Benta said, and I withdrew the statements, and I say that it is not necessary. If I wish to do that, I will do a presentation or a petition on the same. And right now, I have withdrawn it. So I don't think why we should be arguing right now. We should be focused on what we were to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, senior counsels, for taking your time to you bring another argumentative reports in the courtroom. But as senior counsel Githaiga has advised the court, objection has been sustained. We cannot continue further to press on the verbal statements that were given by the plaintiff against the accused, because in the first place the two parties are both willing to settle out of court, and they have settled some of their conflicts in this court before us, even before the ruling. It's a maturity that they have shown, and we of course take note of that, and we appreciate them. So we move forward from that, and thank you also Senior Counsel Peter Kioi for withdrawing your statement. It's a good thing that you recognize that this court of law operates with Sharia and not just assumptions and lack of evidence and lack of submissions to the Office of Prosecution. So tunaendelea mbele. I was willing to still hear the final remarks. I don't know if Senior Counsel Peter Kioi, you have concluded on your final remarks, so that we can have the one and only Bosskhan giving his final remarks.
Your Honor, thank you so much. I have a remark and a request.
My Honor, I think as a judge you should not call someone with the one and only. Yeah, in fact, I want to raise a
objection.
I want to raise a complaint about
I think Malisafi is one petty senior counsel. I don't know how he qualified. I think Malisafi and senior counsel Mutusi should be somewhere in the same in a school of law. Like, I don't know how he operates in a court of law. Malisafi, this is a court of law. Be respectful to your Honor. She is the one who is the head of this court. So do not give her directions. She's the one to give you directions. So
okay. I withdraw my Honor.
I was on my way end to the remark. So I'm adding on the same that we are just senior counsels. We should not at the given point direct what the judge will say. I stand to say that we are against it. We don't have to direct you. You are the one who should be directing us. So on my final remarks, I want to say, comment section, you are the best. Thank you.
My Honor, can I upon some objection? Only for the last time, please.
Please proceed.
Kindly, I just want to ask. This is when I go to the court, the TikTok High Court of Kenya, and actually one of our legal team is from Tanzania. So I don't know if the ID of Kenya, because wants to be a legal team of this and you have to learn law from this thing.
Objection, Your Honor, objection. I start to object this by saying this. Number one, I would want to bring this to the attention of the senior counsel Malisafi that TikTok is not for Kenya, and whatever way it has never been sold to Kenya. However, and this is an app whereby everybody is allowed to participate freely. So
my Honor, you don't understand what I mean.
Excuse me, let me finish my point. Allow me to finish my point. You attacking Bosskhan here right now, you don't know his identity. He has not come here to prove that he's a Tanzanian or Kenyan. I think it is good that you file it with the court to know if he's a Kenyan or not. And it's not our business since he's on TikTok and we are dealing with the matters on TikTok.
My Honor, I think what I mean this is matter of when I see this which is here in big screen, say the TikTok High Court of Kenya. Ijasema TikTok High Court in Kenya and Tanzania. So I will file the case and explain for me.
Objection. Your Honor,
the counsel Malisafi know the citizenship of Bosskhan. Is he the registrar of citizenship? Can he verify the citizenship status of Bosskhan? And can we take him back to school to understand that in East Africa, you can practice in different law courts? We have senior counsel Mother Karua in Uganda defending Benta'S and leading the team. Can he understand why is he bringing conflict in East Africa community? Madam, Your Honor, I pray that this court directs that senior counsel Malisafi is taken back to law school to do a refresher training. Like Prince Mwiti said, we are dealing with a senior counsel who came late, does not understand the laws. Senior counsel is wrong to continue attacking his colleagues. They don't have a profession, they don't have the license of operating here, and they have been here the first people. This senior counsel came late. The client already is My Honor, she doesn't even know how to say Your Honor.
Okay, my Honor, I think
of the law of the court.
My Honor, I think I should the senior counsel Bosskhan should prove us with license to work here on TikTok High Court of Kenya as a senior.
I will say objection. Malisafi is wrong. Your Honor, Malisafi is a racist. Malisafi is not a learned friend. Malisafi is not even educated. I stand to say he's a quack.
Order, Senior Counsel. Thank you for that objection.
Yes, Malisafi should also present the papers to practice law, because we feel like we're having a quack here. So, Your Honor, with all due respect, in respect of the court, so that we don't make decisions that are biased. Probably somebody's pretending to be a senior counsel and we haven't seen the papers. So, as Bosskhan is presenting the papers, Malisafi should also be obligated, because the way he's behaving, this is not a senior counsel. This one operating chama cha wazee.
I hope everyone have a right. My honor, I hope everyone yes, yeah. And I will find the case. I will find the case against Bosskhan to how can he operate as a senior counsel in Kenya court of TikTok. So they have to. But senior Bosskhan.
Yes. In order. I would love to familiarize to you that the sitting judge sitting right in front of you is also a Ugandan and not fully a Kenyan. This court of TikTok of Kenya promotes TikTok cohesion between all the states and the countries that contribute East Africa as a region. We are allowed to practice in any country, as you have been advised by your senior counsel, Githaiga. In a case that is obviously has nothing to do with Kenya, but rather Uganda. So the senior counsel Bosskhan has a license that is recognizable in this court. Thank you. We proceed from there. There is an advocate.
Okay, my honor. Okay, my honor. I will file the case of the ICC case, because the TikTok say TikTok High Court. So I will file the case. Thank you so much.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. I request this court to drop Senior Counsel Malisafi for not following the court rules, for disrespecting the judge and the court leadership, and disrespecting his fellow senior counsels until he proves beyond reasonable doubt that he is not from Kenya that is a KWS, and that he is a human. I want a proof of a certificate that Malisafi is a human being.
Your Honor, Senior Counsel Peter Kioi just called Malisafi an animal. How do you say that he's from KWS?
Yes, but Your Honor, I tend to agree with Peter Kioi's sentiments. I think Malisafi is a KWS lawyer. He should be somewhere representing his fellow. He should not be around.
My honor, I will not. No. My honor, I will not stand here when people insult me. They have to insult, but the seniors, they might have to withdraw that statement. And I'm a judge of the forest.
Objection.
So they no. They have to withdraw that statement.
Objection. Malisafi Twangala. Nasema tafuta kazi, uwache wivu. Siendi kotini na wewe popote pale, kwa sababu kiwango chako cha kwenda shule, hata kama naongea Kiswahili, ni tofauti na wewe. Thank you.
Your judgment is about to go down. Put us your judgment.
No, my honor will be very, my objection, my honor will be very disrespectful with the Prince Mwiti and the Githaiga don't withdraw the
Your Honor, I stand to say.
Why you guys muting me? I was supposed to mute, but muted. Why do you have to insult me?
I stand to say that in accordance to his statement that Bosskhan should prove his papers on education and license, I also request Malisafi to prove to us that he is not from KWS. I did not call him an animal. I just requested to know if he is a human being.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Your Honor, if you can give me 1 minute to interrupt. Thank you. I'm going to request the moderators, please do not mute any senior counsel. That is very rude and not the way that we behave in this court. Moderators, do not mute any of our senior counsels. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam Prosecutor, for that directive that you've given this court. Appearing before this court, we have been blessed by the presence of an advocate of Kenya, licensed and capable, competent enough to practice in court of law in Kenya. We would love to recognize your presence, Madam Advocate Kim, rather, and we would love to give you the microphone to say something. As she is saying something, as she is addressing this court, I am preparing my ruling therein after I advise all the senior counsel that this case now has come to our last session, whereby it is now my turn to speak on the mic and give a ruling for this so that we could proceed further. Thank you and welcome to the platform.
My Honor, if the senior counsel can't withdraw that words of the animals, I'm gonna not be happy. I'm gonna drop. I can't be where
I withdraw. I withdraw any statement that Malisafi is a KWS lawyer.
I also withdraw. Senior counsel Malisafi.
Okay, thank you, my Honor. Thank you, my Honor.
I also withdraw. I also withdraw.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, senior counsels, for that maturity that has been showcased. Advocate Kim, the mic is over to you. Please tell us what is your contribution to this court.
To me, I don't know what especially you are discussing about, but the problem with you guys, it's all about untaking. I see Prince Mwiti and Peter.
My apologies.
My Honor is Prince Mwiti, or not? My Honor is Prince Mwiti, not Prince Mwiti.
My apologies.
A point of correction is Prince Mwiti.
It is also Senior Counsel Prince Mwiti. It is Senior Counsel Prince Mwiti, not Prince Mwiti. Senior Counsel. And my Honor, I hope the case was about Hannah and Hina. It's not about us being advised of maybe how we behaved or what was our problem. It's not us who are being on trial. Your Honor, thank you.
So the assumption, Your Honor, was that the said gentleman was indeed a lawyer, an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. And we assumed that perhaps they were going to give some insight into the case at hand. So I do apologize. We should not have taken that amount of time from the guest. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Madam Hena, please mute your microphone. As it is the tradition of this TikTok High Court of Kenya, that we remain silent once the judge starts giving out the ruling. I'll begin without wasting time before our senior counsel and our presence of the members of the public in the courtroom. The case we had before us was misuse of communication gadget and cybercrime under the clause 29, which is identity theft and impersonation. As it was a request from one of the senior counsel who requested the court to give an insight of what would have been the possible penalty or the possible ruling if the accused was found guilty of the charges mentioned above. I therefore direct that according to the constitution, according to the law of Kenya rather, the conviction of such a crime attracts a fine of 200,000 Kenyan shillings or a 3 years imprisonment term. Either of the two can also be served as a penalty if the party was found guilty. In this case, we do not find Mrs. Hena Banta guilty because there was admission and remorse that was showcased from her side and her defense side. We had at one point the defense senior counsel, Prince Mwiti, advising his client that it is important to come to TikTok with authenticity. The senior counsel, Mr. Githaiga, also advised the accused that it is also important to enter TikTok when you don't have enmity with the real people who could give you a name and raise your platform on TikTok. That was very matured, and of course we also learned from that. And it is so sad that we did not get Cindy Babe in court, but well and good, the case has come to an end, and my ruling is as follows. Hena Benta is therefore acquitted in the interest that they have settled out of court. This court has no rights whatsoever to practice any further judgment or to give out any further judgment because the two plaintiff and accused have settled out of court. But this court directs the plaintiff, who is Hannah Benta'S, that going forward, she should seek the power of attorney because it is necessary in claiming that she is a brand and she is a household name and the real bearer of the name Hannah Benta. Kenya follows the first use principle, which in other words states that the first person who uses a mark establishes the right to mark it, even if the third registered is in use of the mark. That means that in the law of Kenya and under the section of trademark, there are certain types of trademarks you can do: words, devices, names, slogans, and in this case we were talking about names. Therefore, I advise the plaintiff that an application fee to trademark a name under your identity is just 4,000. It's just 4,000 Kenya shillings, and after you pay 4,000 Kenya shillings, you wait for 18 months and you pay 3,000 shillings, and you can make use of your name as a trademark for 10 years. That gives you the power to say who and where it should not be used. Thank you so much. This was my ruling, and therefore the case has now been closed. Madam Prosecutor, direct the court further. Do we have another case? Because I understand we have a pending case against the two defendants. This is a case of state versus defendant number 1, Prince Mwiti, defendant number 2, Peter Kioi. I don't know if we are ready to take up this case right now, or rather we would continue in another court section.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Your Honor. Yes, we are. Thank you.
We are ready to take up this court. We
Yes.
are now going to initiate our case of the day.
Your Honor.
Raise.
Objection. I would want to know in advance, and because I am MVP, and I would want to know in advance which case is this, and I should not know this verbally. It should be on written statement sent to my inbox or to my number, or is on my bio, so that I should know very well which case is this.
In that case, Your Honor, I think we will have to make a good communication to the two accused before we can bring the case to the court. Thank you.
Okay, I agree. I agree, Your Honor.
By this court, Senior Counsel Prince Mwiti, it seems that you're in agreement with that. So we are in agreement with that request, that we are going to notify you prior to bringing it up. And in our next sitting, which is possibly going to happen next week on Monday, we're going to have the two defendants in court. I further give a direction that Madam Prosecutor advise this court if we are done for the day or we have another pending case. Of course, there was Counsel Malisafi who had something that he wanted to present. You can do that via the prosecution office. Just reach out to her and let her know so that we could do the necessary steps that we do before we have a sit down. Thank you. That will be all from Judge Black Cinderella.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Honor. So there is an issue that is, I know the judge has given their ruling. I don't know if there is any issue that somebody may have. The court has gone over its allowed time by 35 minutes. We are 35 minutes over time. So if someone has any final, any issue that they may want to say or they want to bring up before we close this session, please do let us know. However, Your Honor, I don't have anything else to add. There was an issue of contention, and that was the name Banta. And I think according to a poll that was put across, and this is not a bid to disrespect the judge in any way, I'm just asking Your Honor, what do we do about this? There was a request.
1 minute.
Your Honor, it's now not unfair. It's now not fair. The judgment is there. The plaintiff and the defendant have come to an agreement that they are going to change, and they have understood the kind of chaos that has caused Hannah. They have apologized and they have shown remorse, and they have made a judgment. It is only best that we let now the parties to go and change their name, but let the prosecution also not be led by the comment section, because at no point did Hannah say that she's going to change only one name and not the other. She has not said that, so it is best, because the matter has been put and she has agreed on changing. Let her change the name. We should not go back there. I think it's unfair for her now.
Okay. I wanted, Your Honor, I wanted to assure the members of the public that are here that Hena Benta, my client Hena Benta, will change both names and she will choose atakuwa na jina yake yenye anataka kujichagulia moving forward from now. I want to assure all of you who are here. She will.
Objection. She's already changed the name. Amejiita Lana Banta. Ni hapa nyinyi ndio hamuoni, lakini ukikliki jina yake, ukiingia kwa profile, amesha change. Labda kama ni mumshauri kuhusu hiyo Banta, but amesha badilisha. Thank you.
Objection. But Your Honor, for crying out loud, I think
objection. I think you are already.
Objection, Malisafi. 1 minute, Malisafi. I'm objecting to Malisafi. I think the name Lana Benta is not even close to Hana Benta. She is Lana now. Lana Banta. If you want to call yourself Lana Benta, is there any problem with that, Your Honor? Your Honor, perhaps you should give us the direction towards that, because Lana, she's now a different person. She's not Hana. It is Lana. That is the most important.
Objection. Objection. Me have one question, and apart from the issue, I think because we already make a ruling, I don't want to talk about it. And I want to ask, I want to send investigation officers to go to Tanzania if there is TikTok in Tanzania. So thank you so much, my honor.
Your objection, Your Honor.
Honor, Malisafi needs to direct investigators from the DCI office in TikTok, led by Truth Watchdog and her sister Kapunyi, not in TikTok locals. We do not have the DCI heads here. We just take your directions to Truth Watchdog and others to investigate. That is not the work of the court. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor. That's why we are recommending Malisafi for a refresher. Thank you.
Objection, Your Honor. I have something that concerns public interest, and of which I should put it out here, so that because I know the defendant will not come to court, but I will be here and the ruling will be done. But it is on public matters. I have a case, and of which this case is Peter Kioi versus Diana Rose, case concerning Githaiga. He once he bullied Githaiga, calling him names, including sometimes trying to put him in a scenario that Githaiga was never comfortable. Again, she went ahead to attack Chris Kirubi, and again in Dingori. So again, she went ahead to attack Chris Kirubi, and again in Dingori. So I stand again to bring the same case.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. Senior Counsel Peter Kioi, those things you will file with the prosecution. We will prosecute Lady Jacqueline. You will file, then it will come to court. That is not the work we need. For now, we are talking about Hana Benta.
We are done with Hana Benta, and that I say is a matter concerning
no,
public.
Like, there is still an issue about the Benta name.
Oh,
so like
about the
we need
Benta.
direction toward that.
Okay, senior. Let me talk about it. The Benta. The Benta, I don't think it has anything to do with Benta. And again, the girl was so much remorseful and changed the name from Hena to Lana. We should not submit her into more oppression or depression because of the name. Let her name be. If she right now she decides to do it, she will do it. If not, I think the court should give directives, but I don't think it has not anything to do with Hana Benta.
Let me give a directive towards that. We are dealing with an adult and who is able to take her decisions herself. This court was in session and over 4,000 people were here. They were able to sit down and wait even to listen to the ruling of the judge. These people are not blind. From today moving forward, they have understood that such a sit down happened and both parties showed remorse and a ruling was made, and before even the ruling was made, Hena changed her name to Lana. So if she wishes to call herself Lana Benta, everybody is now aware that she is not Hena. she is not Hannah and she is not Hina at the same time. So allow her to make her decision because these two ladies promised this court that they are willing to work together and even become friends and sisters. Maybe in their own agreement outside this court, they can meet up for a lovely cup of coffee and they can speak about this issue in a sisterly way. If they wish, if she wishes to change, or if the other one wishes to embrace the name with her, it is up to them. The case has been closed. So there is no other further arguments about banter. That will be on their own way. And apart from that, in my court, I do not tolerate disrespect. I've seen some members of this courtroom in the comment section trying to mock the fact that we have been on the live video for 8 hours and only 1K likes has been generated. My dear people in the comment section and the TikTok coalition at large, the members sitting on this council are very senior people. They have their followers, their fans, and we appreciate them coming to our courtroom. It is therefore your own responsibility to feel much obliged to bless anybody on this council. You can send your gifts, you can support the works of each of these councils, you can go to their platform and support them. I mean, this TikTok is for all of us. So when you come to mock people in my courtroom or mock the court, tunakutumia afande wa koti because you're actually being so childish. Kama unaona unaweza to bless and appreciate our work, feel free to gift us. But if you cannot as well, you watching us alone is also support. We appreciate that and let us keep it respectful. Thank you so much for having me. Now I'm out of character. I am out of character because I've finished my official duties, and Madam Prosecutor, now you can take charge of the events happening right now. I think there is Senior Counsel Peter Kioi who wants to file a serious complaint. I was gaining interest in this case because I wanted to understand, is this the case that we gave a ruling the other day where Githaiga won against Diana Ross? I don't know if Senior Counsel Peter Kioi, you are aware that...
No, it's not that case. It's not that case. That Kapunyi has so many cases. She is accused so many cases. It's not that case. That one was tribal. She has so many cases. She needs a whole month of prosecution. That one deserve. Arafu, let me translate. This court, I understood that it admit Kiswahili and English. You know, you addressed comment section and most don't get it. Alikuwa ganasema mtoe Mwiti zero. Mwiti yako zero, washeni kusheka. Mtoe zero huko nako
nilikuwa nasema hivi Githaiga nilikuwa naona naandika hivyo. Nilikuwa nasema mimi guys, if my gift if you could give the honorable judge, like judge has done an amazing job. Guys, she really deserves my share of the nini. So guys, kama mnaweza gift my judge on my behalf, it is okay. Me, I'll be fine with it because she has done an exemplary job, like very beautiful job, guys. Yeah, guys, this is nice content, guys. I try to talk out of character. It is nice content. Yeah, guys.
Kioi waambie wanipe yako.
Hours amekaa hapa kitusikiza tu.
Okay.
Hata mimi sa Kioi waambie pia mimi wanipe sako.
We are all out of character, and I would want to explain why I am the lawyer to Githaiga, MC Chris Kirubi, and Edingori. The case that I'm presenting on court, to this court next week, after you have prosecuted me, because Mwiti is shocked and I'm shocked as well. We don't know what we are facing in this matter, but we are ready for it anyway. Listen, I am bringing a case of stigmatization here. I am bringing a case of MC Chris being told that alitongwa Mukundu. I'm sorry to say that. Kwa choo akavunja sink. I am bringing a case of Indingori akiwa analipiwa rent na sijui inasumbua nini watu. And finally, I am preparing to bring you a full package of undocumented. It will be a documentary of Diana Ross' misery life in abroad and her suffering, making this girl called Okaro suffer in her hands because right now she's a pauper. Yes. Diana Ross, she's a pauper and she needs handouts, but we are not going to give her handouts. Indeed, we are going to cut the hands off. So I'm bringing the case and it's a matter of public interest.
Objection. 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 Objection.
Madam President, take note of that case that has just been brought forward. So ninauliza kwamba afande na wale polisi wa Bosskhan waweze kumtoa Diana mshtakiwa alikuwa korokoroni Lang'ata Women's, aweze kuletwa kotini, kufikishwa kotini ili kujibu mashtaka mapya against Githaiga and as well as the defense counsel Peter Kioi. So ataletwa kotini. Bosskhan, you wanted to say something?
No,
hajanilipa ile faini na biba yako na madeni Amerika, hajanilipa ile faini alipewa, hajanilipa baka faini.
Police station, hello. Yeah.
Afande, nimepokea wasili yako. Mimi ni ofisa wa Lang'ata Women's Prison. Unasema namna gani mkubwa?
Na mashtaka ya mwanamke aitwaye Diana Rose aka Kapunye amekuwa akisumbua watu mara kwa mara, kwa hiyo nilikuwa naomba nipate OB ya kuweza kumleta kwenu.
Mara hiyo tuko na wewe wakati huu, hakuna shida mkubwa.
Asante sana. Asante. Either objection nyingine. Thank you so much. My client Hana Benta anasema asante sana, anashukuru sana na atafanya kazi kwa ukaribu sana na Lana Benta, na amefurahi kwamba Lana Benta ni muelewa, ni mwanamke ambaye yuko smart, na hiyo jina ya Lana Benta hajakataa, amesema ni jina zuri pia. Tuendelee kupendana, maisha ni mafupi. Thank you so much.
Madam Prosecutor, Madam Judge, asante sana kwa kazi ambayo umeifanya nzuri, na ningependa kuleta mashtaka ya dharura hivi sasa kwa Githaiga kwa kuitana majina mabaya katika koti hii, akitumia jina la Kigiriki ambalo nimeweza kugoogle na nikapata maana yake. Ameita prosecutor. So na prosecutor kwa Kigiriki inamaanisha managu ama terere. Can he withdraw that word prosecutor tafadhali?
Ni shida ya matamshi yaona. It was not intentional to disrespect the office of the prosecutor. Is prosecutor. So ni shida ya matamshi. And you know, some of us went to primary school, wengine tulisomea polling station, wengine walienda a group of school. So it is very unfair for somebody, because of how they speak, to judge that way for the way they have understood. We honorably accepted one Malisafi who was presenting submission in opposite of English, and we just decided to understand. So it is only fair if I am understood. But that said and done, I withdraw calling her whatever I called her is office of prosecutor. I accept and withdraw. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I am running to I'm representing another case. There is High Court of Auka. There is a small case I'm presenting, Kibera Row Court of Auka. So I beg, if possible, Your Honor, you can I'm obliged.
Your Honor, allow us to leave now because I need to go and work. I've been here for some time. Lady Jacqueline, thank you for hosting us. Thank you very much. I would wish to leave.
Lana Benta, wait a minute before.
Okay, bye. Thank you for your time, guys.
Lana Benta, 1 minute. Prince Mwiti, Senior Counsel Prince Mwiti is talking to you. I don't know if you can hear.
Yeah, you are Senior Counsel. Kabla utoke kwa mlango kwanza unilipe kwanza. Dakika moja hapo kwanza tubadili. Tunatokanisha pamoja. Yeah, so guys, Your Honor, I want to thank Lana Benta for understanding my client, Lana Benta. It was nice. It was a very beautiful nini. Like at the end of the day, it has ended in maturity and in understanding from the both. I really commend that from the both. Now, yeah, from now onwards, guys, Lana Benta na Ana Benta, you can meet, you can mukule pamoja, mukitaka mupime paka munini DNA, tujue nani kama ni your true sisters. You know, you never know kwa hii nini. So yeah, now we move on. We move forward. Now, Your Honor, I beg me and my client for us to leave, we need to go. Like, she needs to go and work.
Objection.
Please, Mwiti, before you leave, check your DM because it is good that you come prepared here. Because remember, right now you come as a defendant and not as a senior counsel. So check your DM and check my message. Please respond early in advance.
Objection.
Can I take the mic?
Yani blokiana siku gani na Mungu tuambia? Na si pia pita hata mimi ni bro kama unifollow uko na private account uko hapo na hata siwezi kufollow. Si ni bro hata mimi ni DM. Okay, sorry your honor.
Objection.
Before Senior Counsel Bosskhan takes the mic, shall I ask Senior Counsel Peter Kioi whether he wants the case to be heard tomorrow so that we schedule it well? Can you confirm that you want it heard tomorrow? Please.
Prosecutor, Lady Jacqueline, before any, like there was a ruling from the judge that it will be on Monday. If you had properly.
Yes, ideally it should be on Monday next week.
Yeah, it was rescheduled for Monday next week. So yeah, so you will communicate to us. You will communicate to us. Then we'll
you need to communicate to me via the message that I've sent you right now on your DM. That is on TikTok.
I cannot communicate to you, Senior Counsel, because the prosecutor, that is the work of the prosecutor. She will communicate to you.
There's a question about
with your lawyers, I'll come with mine.
Oh, really? Wait.
That is you Peter Kioi, the defendant and the plaintiff should not DM each other. The defendant and the plaintiff should not DM each other. They should come to stand against each other.
There is something I thought. There's something I thought. I thought we were accused together.
No, you are not on the same side. You two have different accusation and you prepare your lawyers well. There is also Side and Nyakwar. That case has been lying in front of this court. It's like the fire is running away. The prosecutor is hiding fires. There is Side and Nyakwar. This case is delaying that court, that case. Now at Arogana. Madam Honor, that should be
Senior Counsel Githaiga, I think the court should direct us on that case. In fact, should be done tomorrow. Nyakwar and Cynthia. Tafadhali, Office of Prosecution.
Hiding the fires. Now at Arogana, watauana. They need to be solved fast. Side and Nyakwar.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Senior Counsel.
I was Githaiga, the court had given me permission to talk. I think so. So, okay. Kwa hivyo niko na kesi ya kujibu na Mwiti ako na yake. I stand to understand like that. Sasa fanya hivi. Any lawyer here that is presenting me, don't present me. I represent myself here. I will come. Make my case urgent as possible. I will come. Thank you so much.
Okay.
On that note, guys, also, Madam Prosecutor, I think Peter Kioi has also a case on the so-called Mkufi. So this case should take a note. We should notify the public, and this court should take a note on that, please.
Okay, objection.
That's a public interest case. It should be filed immediately with the office of the prosecutor. It's in the interest of public interest.
I want again to tell the court, please, all my cases, I don't need a lawyer. I am the lawyer. Please, just come prepared for me. Yes.
Noted. Well noted, Senior Counsels. Well noted, Senior Counsel Githaiga. And also Senior Counsel Zedadi. Well noted. We've noted all those cases down. Tomorrow we will be bringing Cindy and Nyakwar here to the courts. I did talk to Miss Cindy Babe this morning. She was actually to be present in court today. However, she was on her way to take her sister, who is going to work overseas. So she was at the airport. So she may have delayed. But tomorrow we are here from 8 a.m. Kenyan time all the way till 1 p.m. Kenyan time. So feel welcome. We will be looking at the case between Cindy Babe and Nyakwar Janeko. As far as Senior Counsel Githaiga has told the court, it is a matter that has been pending for long, that really needs to be heard. So, Your Honor, I do believe that this is a matter of urgency. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you so much. Objection. Before Lana Benta na Hana Benta kushuka kwa hii live, nilikuwa naomba maombi yenu yakubalike, muishi kwa amani, kila kitu kiende sawa. Haya ni maisha, TikTok it's all about funny na sio vita. Nilikuwa naomba before Lana Benta akimbie au ashuke aende kwenye kazi zake, ni allow kuwapigia kumuita watoto kidogo 1 second aweze kuwaburudisha before ya kwenda, kama inawezekana, my owner.
Yes, that's possible.
Na pia watu wanaurisa kama hii koti inaweza marisa na anthem. Maybe after woto inaweza kuwa, na pia is good that the office of the prosecutor sometime ukipeana instruction na Kisugu, sio watu wote wanajua Kisugu. I've heard you say 8 AM na bado kuna watu wanaulisa time, so unaweza sema na Kiswahili just in case we all did not go to the same school. Unaweza sema saa 2 kamili just in case for the time guys at the comment section. Saa 2 kamili. Thank you.
Thank you Sina Council Githaiga. Thank you.
Kuongezea hapo, Madam Prosecutor, nadhani koti hii ilikubaliana kwamba baada ya koti tutacheza wimbo wa taifa na hatimaye tutachezwa wimbo wa Mkenya daima.
Asante sana. So
that's the trademark.
Thank you. Sina Council Bosskhan, the mic is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's all about funny, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, before I suggest we don't play the Kenyan national anthem. The East African one will be better because there are Ugandans here. I can see Tanzania. We are one team. We are one big content creators here. So yeah, we can play the East African one.
Yeah, and I still to believe. I want to bring TikTok. I want to bring USA to the court. The United States of America must come to this court to explain to us why they want to kill Mboka. Yes, Mboka, Your Honor, means if right now it is closed, Hana Benta and I will suffer, and Mwiti and I, Githaiga and I, yes. So if they want to close Mboka, they will
usikanyane, mimi niko na msee, sitasafa. We tutasafa.
Ifungwa ila shida,
so TikTok USA, you know, if it is closed, we are done. So Hana Benta, prepare kwa wakati wa ukame pia. I hope you have invested kwa ukame na Merilinda. Ya Merilinda na Mudai Rayo.
Hana Benta kona samabani.
Your Honor, allow me to interject. I think it's very rude for Prince Mwiti to assume that being female, Hana Benta would therefore rely on the use of her putuasi to earn a living. That's very rude, and I think you should take that back. Thank you.
She said she has a summer bunny. A summer bunny is an American person. Does not mean that she has said that you use anything.
Uitia watu unashinda ukiniambia wa America na date. Hebu name mmoja hapa mwenye date. Can you name one?
I withdraw.
Thank you for withdrawing. Thank you for withdrawing. Thank you. And Githaiga, this is a way of also spoiling for Hana Benta. She's a content creator.
Anashinda kusema sijui I'm dating this. Hebu name one person.
Emotions aside.
Excuse me. If you are hate, endelea kuwa hate na wachane na mimi Mwiti, by the way.
Madam Prosecutor, interjection tafadhali. Madam Prosecutor, I think Githaiga and Mwiti,
kwani unanipeanga usiku.
I think Githaiga and Mwiti was trying to say Hana Benta used to have a prince of Kisii. I'm a Kisii prince. Thank you.
I don't think it's fair that her personal life is dragged into the court because
thank you so much, sweetheart, for addressing that. Please achaneni na maisha yangu, okay? Thank you.
Jacqueline utatuma wapigane, washana nao. Ready, Jacqueline, case is closed. It's done.
Okay.
Atapigana sahi.
Okay.
No, apana. Wait, apana. How akipigana wote, I will be the lawyer of Mwiti and Githaiga. Because it is Hana Benta that I've posted today that my man, and Asamabani is not a boy, is a man. Ama ni mwanamke?
Nimepost wapi nikisema my man? Na kama hata naweza post hata sasa nikitaka. Is there an issue of me having a man?
I want to put to attention that Hana Benta has blocked me because I came to defend Hana Benta.
Anna Benta, put your emotions aside.
For your words.
Just because I'm not on your
Mwiti,
side.
umeishi kuwa hater. Excuse me, let me talk.
Tata ula content.
Yeah, I'll never even unblock you by the way. Ulikuja ukanitukana. Ulikuja ukanitukana. Ulikuja ukanitukana. Mbona unaumba ukiblokiwa? Ulikuja ukasema niko na roho mbaya. Si continue, uendelee kunihate. End of the day mimi unilishi. Au nilishi.
Dini kesi kubwa sana tunafaa. Madam prosecutor, dini kesi kubwa tunafaa kuiletea hapa.
If you have a case, guys, mute your microphones.
That is a case, guys.
Mute your mics. The anthem is playing. The anthem. Mute your mics. The anthem is playing.
Lazima ingekuwa fun.
Bana, the anthem inacheza Mwiti. Fita tutapigana baadaye.
Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu kinufanye jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano iwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike,
Thank you, Your Honor. Hiyo ni East African Assembly.
Acha watu wafupi na hasira. Sasa guys, sasa kwa waona
waeke kesi.
Tungeganga hapo ni mtu mmoja. Ishia. Hata kwanza una content hata uko mfupi kama nyundo hata napola.
Hata wewe kama unanitaka useme you're not even my type of a man. Wacha kuniharibia jina TikTok. Kila time unanitukana. You think I care?
Mimi nimekuja kusupport nini? Like ningekuja ni support.
Yeah, it's good you support her and she's like my sister and I accept. But si kushinda ukiniambia niko na roho mbaya. Ishia hata wewe mwanamke. Ishia wewe mwanamke. Shenzi hai. Kwenda huko ishia.
Hata straight hata
wacha kiumane mara moja. Ndio
block pia. Hata nikublock hata kabla mshikie na block.
I don't care. Kila time unakuja hapa kunitukana TikTok. Block me, I don't care. Kwenda huko.
Your Honor, I think there is a case that is needed between Anna Benta and Prince Mwiti. I don't think this amount of animosity is healthy for anybody. You know, if they cannot come to court and square their differences, then perhaps they need to meet at a field near each one of their homes, and then they have it over and done with. They beat each other up, they finish this one.
Lakini Mwiti ni mchokozi.
Wakanyagane watatuletea kesi. Wacha wakanyagane watatuletea kesi.
One person honestly.
Wacha wakanyagane.
Mimi na Anna Benta, acha nikwambie, mimi nakwanga na grudge na Anna Benta, jua alininyima. I will tell the court the truth. Anna Benta tulipatana akaninyima. Mimi nakwanga na akaendea ule ile wakati wa Kisi Prince. I was to date Anna Benta. Hata niweza kuonesha video. Tulipatana mpaka tukaenda mpaka date. Nimepeleka Anna Benta hata si date moja. Si akakata stories zangu. Sasa nikikuwa na grudge na yeye tunaletana nilileta kotini tuende nalo. Come with your lawyers and come with mine. Lana Benta, kwanza hata nimepata lookalike wako. Nime move on na Lana Benta sasa.
Okay, thank you so much.
Tell her not to talk to you because she's like my sister now.
The next,
they're having a domestic. Sasa wewe ni shemeji yake. Wewe ni sister ya Anna Benta, wewe ni shemeji yake.
Never.
Na mimi niko hapo ndani. Na mimi niko hapo ndani. Nyinyi ni mashemeji, mtaleta kesi.
I will be your in-law by fire by force.
Your Honor, objection. Ni muda mwafaka wa kuheshimu nyimbo ya taifa ya nchi ya Kenya ili tupee hii court heshima na si
heri. Waona kwa heri watu yote.
Okay, kwa heri. Wewe ana Benta mambo mimi sina mambo na mambo ya kublokiana na watu. Nimeunblock mpaka Kioi, niliunblock Githaiga, mimi sina shida na watu. Wewe ana Benta, mimi sina shida na wewe. Mimi I just saw like everybody was for you, and I decided I will be a lawyer for Ana Benta too. See, like it was not that serious. At the end of the day, uliona nilimuadvise pia mimi.
Mwiti, achana na kesi ya nani ya Twi na kuuliza, is this the first time you are trolling me? Unaingia na live unasema niko na wanaume. Unaenda unatukana.
Mimi sijasema uko na wanaume. Mimi ni
address the statement uliambiwa withdraw. Ulisema aje niko na roho mbaya.
Uko na wanaume. Kwani la Benta, acha nirudie basi tena, uko na wanaume. Kwani kisipu?
Na si sawa kama niko na wao kuna shida. I'm straight, I don't do women.
Kuna baya gani kisema hivyo?
But I don't do women.
Si ni vitu uko na some bunnies from America.
Wewe niko na wao inakuhusu nini?
Okay, na nikisema basi inakuuma mbona?
Mbona unaingilia maisha yangu inakuhusu aje?
I've just made a statement because Githaiga amesema TikTok inafungwa, nikasema Ana Benta kuna some bunnies. Because is that really?
Kuna si unipe basi mmoja hapo wenye uko kwa DM yao. Si unipe mmoja basi.
Siza na mimi sitaki drama.
Unanichukia Mwiti kila time unashinda tukuingilia. You are too much. I even texted you.
Hakuna mtu napenda hapa kwa hii group kwa kushinda. Acha kujifanya tena kuchukia, na kuchukia wapi?
Mbona unapenda kunitroll kila wakati?
Okay, Ana Benta nakuuliza, kuna mtu hapa kwa hii platform, kwa hii nini, kwa hii hapa kwa watu wote wako hapa.
So, unapenda mtu ndio maana unamshinda ukimwata kila wakati.
Mimi nakuanga, that is my love language. Mimi na Kimeru tulizaliwa. Wameru tulizaliwa hivyo na hasira. Lazima uchambe mtu ndio ukipenda mtu. Uliza la Ana Benta, uliza la Ana Benta kama sidaga. Wameru si tulizaliwa tukiwa hivyo. Lazima uchambane. Lazima uchape mtu ndo mpendane. So mimi acha kuniblock. Ni unblock kwanza, nataka kudm. Nilikuwa nataka kudm ndo nikapata umeniblock.
Kwa heshima ya koti, ni mahali patakatifu, ni mahali pa kuunganisha watu, ni mahali pa kumaliza matatizo, na si mahali pa kutafuta shida na kukanyagana. Thank you.
Thank you so much. No, I don't know, before other people drop, because I know all the senior councils will drop soon. I will just say that thank you all for helping us with the case between Ana Benta and Lana, and I hope that going forward there will be peace, a lot of peace. Can I just ask Your Honor if you can release everybody, because this is a court of law. We do not want people to kanyaga.
No, okay. I thought imeenda. Ni sawa, acha napigia huyu simu. Your Honor, I'm so sorry. Okay, bye guys. Bye. I will call her on a personal. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Prince Mwiti, for being here. Thank you.
Members of the Senate, I would love us to all exit from the court. We have finished our programs for today.
Your Honor, I think it's your microphone. I think there's but I think now everyone is dropping. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate all of you for being here. Ana Benta, thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate you. We know you're a busy person. We do appreciate you. Lana Benta, we really do appreciate you. You even cancelled work to be here. So we really do appreciate you for doing that, for rescheduling and for being here. Shall I now say that tomorrow we will have the case of Nyakwa Janeko versus Cindy. So we will bring them here and we will try and continue with our mission, which is to bring peace and cohesion and neighborliness and togetherness on Kenyan TikTok. So thank you so much. And Your Honor, thank you for what you've done. So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.